Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hi guys, it's your pontiff Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3. Today guys, I am doing a paid review. This is paid review 21QB97. And this here, before we do this, let's do a quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing Explorer 2, the 42mm. I love bipolar. Let's jump straight in. Dear ArchieLuxury, greetings from Canada, and I hope you are well. I'm looking for your advice as I consider my next watch purchase. I have a fairly significant milestone achievement coming up and would like to mark it with the purchase of a very special watch. My current collection is comprised of 3 modern Rolex sports watches, a Submariner. I love my Submariner 114060. That's the no date sub. That's the 40mm, the maxi case. A Batgirl reference 126710 BLNR. A Polar 40 Explorer 2. That's the 2. Oh, this is not just my baby. This is the new 72-hour baby. The 72-hour baby. Man, that's with the little coronet between Swiss and made. The new one. And he's got a Panerai Radium Ear 1940. Now this is, I gotta tell you, I like it. Blue dial, beautiful blue dial. All have been purchased at retail from ADs, and I've been lucky to build a great relationship here in Canada. Okay, so I gotta tell you that's three. How many watches have we got there? How many watches? Let me just double check that there. We have got, we've got 4. We've got no date sub. We've got a Batgirl Explorer 2 and a PAM. So a nice 4-piece combo meal deal. Combo hunger buster. Hunger buster. Beautiful collection, nothing wrong with that there. I'm looking to elevate my watch game with my next purchase and have a budget of 20 to 30,000 smackaroonies, US dollars. I have included information about the 5 pieces I am considering. I'd be very grateful for a posted video to help me sort through this and perhaps guide me with an honest, objective opinion. Here are some of the questions I'm wrestling with. Do I solve for the lack of chronograph in the collection first, or add a more formal dress watch? Do I reach for high horology or continue on the Rolex journey, which has been really good to me? Within high horology, do I play it safe and start with Patek, or consider Lange, who is doing some incredible things at this price point, but where resale has been a challenge? Do I really want to add a blingy watch like a Royal Oak or a Daytona? Given all the watch muggings, I find myself wearing my Batgirl much less for this reason. And how practical is a dress watch today in a work from home environment? I don't wear a suit very often, but I'm usually dressed smart even at home. You don't need to answer these questions directly so much as the context, but wanted to share in full disclosure. I really just wanted an opinion, an objective opinion on the choices below and which direction you think I should go. Thanks for sharing I'm sending you $65 via PayPal. So I firstly got to tell you, you have a beautiful four-piece. Beautiful four-piece. We got a diver, we got 2 GMTs, and we got a second diver in the PAM. 2 divers, 2 GMTs. And I've got to tell you, I think it's actually a very, very nice collection. To be completely honest with you, I don't think you need any more watches. That 4-piece combo Hunger Buster would be, most people would be dreaming to get that sort of collection. So the fact that you've got these is an incredible indictment of your talents there. Now, let's have a look at some of the choices he's looked at. I kind of mentioned it briefly. We'll come back to some of his questions, but first one was a Lange 1815 up down in white gold, and he says this is just about the coolest Lange one can buy at this price point. I'm a sucker for Lange's movement finishing and attention to detail, and he wants to put it on a brown alligator strap. Fair enough. So what do I think of that? The Lange 1815 up down. Personally, I don't think it matters. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold, man, that's superfluous. We're looking, they are all stunners. I actually love the 1815, and the up down I think is beautiful. It very much looks like an 1815 chronograph, because that's a 2-register chronograph. I think that's a beautiful watch. I can't criticize it at all. I think 1815 up down, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I think that is a good choice. The next piece was a Lange Saxonia thin in rose gold. The Saxonia is their ultra thin sort of equivalent. Tried this on recently and was blown away by its beauty. What grabs me is the pure dichotomy. What the hell? I went to Oxley State High. And surprise between the simplicity of the dial and that killer movement. Even though I'm not a rose gold, it seems to have warmth over the... Look, again, as I say there, I'm not actually a huge fan of the Saxonia. I much prefer the 1815. The Saxonia is kind of their ultra thin, which I've never really liked the Saxonia. Does it mean it's terrible? No, it's a very beautiful watch. 2-hand, ultimate dress watch, really. Number 3, we got Patek Philippe. Patek Philippe Calatrava 5196G. This is the white gold Calatrava. I happen to own a 5196J, the yellow gold. How could I not at least consider Patek? This has a certain romantic charm. I'm not sure how I feel about the closed case back, because it doesn't have a display case back. I haven't considered other Pateks, as I don't want an automatic dress watch. I want some manual wind. I got to be totally honest with you. I got 4 Patek Philippe's, and I love my 5196, because the thing about Pateks is they're not an everyday. You don't just wear it for a week. It's a special occasion. It's like taking the Rolls Royce out for a spin. You take it to a fancy dinner. You take it to a wedding. Take it to a, you know what I'm saying. You take it special occasions. And a manual wind is absolutely perfect for that. What do I think of the 5196G? Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Do I prefer it to an 1815 up down? That is a hard one. That is so hard. I love a lot about the 5196. If you're going to be buying this new, I would also consider the 6119, that new Patek with the hobnail bezel, bigger size, the new movement to fit the case better. But the 5196 is absolutely gorgeous. And number 4 is a Audemars Piguet Royal Oak chronograph. This is the off. No, it's not the offshore. It's the Royal 38mm in silver, and it's a blue panda. This is a pure grail, and I think the best looking chrono out there with a great movement and history. Closed case back, perhaps the only flaw, but not a deal breaker. What do I think of the AP? I gotta be honest with you. AP, very, very, very expensive to service. Bit of a ticking time bomb. A lot of their chronographs are modular in direction, so that means they kind of can be. Module means they will put it onto an automatic movement. They were kind of an afterthought. Integrated is better. I would generally say no, not the watch for this occasion. And finally, Rolex Daytona, white gold, steel and black, panda dial with oyster flex. Nothing's needed to be said about a Daytona other than me buying one. Buying this is an admittance. I'll probably never buy the stainless version at retail. In all seriousness, this is perhaps the best looking Daytona that Rolex makes. So I've got to be totally honest with you. What do I recommend? Considering I can see his collection, what would I go for? Now, I gotta tell you, in all honesty, I would say, okay, we're gonna do this by elimination. What I don't like is, firstly, the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. I think they're too delicate. I would rather have the Daytona to the AP. This isn't the AP to get. I think if you want to get an AP, you get the 15500, 15400, or the 15300, or the 15202. Okay? You don't get the chronograph AP. Hideously expensive to service, hideously expensive to repair. If you want to buy an AP, and I got reservations about that, I would say those models I've just mentioned. Okay, 15300, 15400, 15500, and 15202. So let's cross that one out first. The next piece I would cross off would be the Saxonia. The Saxonia, because I purely would say to you, the Saxonia is kind of the weakest link in the Lange range. I would much rather get the up-down, which you've already said. The other Lange I would consider would be a Lange 1. A Lange 1 would be sensational. Okay, so let's keep going here. What else do I say? Okay, the Daytona. Let's discuss the Daytona. Can you actually get this Daytona? If you really wanted it, would your AD have this Daytona? These precious metal Daytonas are even very, very hard to get. So, I got to be honest with you. I don't know if you can just walk in and get it that easily. Is it that easy to get? I know it's the Oyster Flex, but it's the kind of, this model here is, all Daytonas are very hard to get. So, I would dare say, I don't know if you can actually get it that easily, okay? I don't know if you can get it that easy. So that's something I would say. Personally, my reference would be this. Sometimes it's luck. Maybe say to your AD, how long would it take me to get this? You can work out whether you want to wait or not. Personally, if it was me, what would I buy? You know what? I really would go... I gotta tell you this, I think the chance, if you've got a very special milestone you want to celebrate, I would go myself. What I would do, I tell you what I would do, I would either go for the Patek 5196, especially in white gold. That is killer combination, white metals, it's going to fit in beautifully. Yes, we'll talk about the other things in a minute, but it's a Patek. You will love that 5196. The other Patek, of course, which I am going to mention again, is the 6119. That's the new one. That's the new Calatrava. I would also, if you're going to buy it new, maybe that could be consideration. They are a bit hard to get. 5196 is a great Patek there. You probably want to buy that on the pre-owned because look, it's hard. I don't know your market where you are, but I think the 5196 would be a beautiful addition. I would say that's definitely very strong contender. The other one I would say to me in your list there, the photos you sent me, is that Lange up down 1815 up down, man, up down 1815 up down, man. That's winner chicken dinner any day of the week. That is beautiful as well. I would also say maybe Lange 1 moon phase, Lange 1. That could be a consideration as well. So personally, if it was me, I would say the Daytona. If you can get the Daytona, that would be amazing. I don't think you're going to be able to get it that easily. The Lange 1815 and the Calatrava. Which one would I go for? Okay. Personally, I think I'd add the Patek, to be completely frank with you. The Daytona would be the most expensive, but I would add the Patek. Just add the Patek, special occasion, you will never forget it. I mean, how could you not love it? So let's answer your concerns there as we address these things here. So, do I solve the lack of a chronograph? Look, you know what? Special occasion, I think you could add a chronograph later. As I said, if you can walk into your Rolex AD and they say, yeah, we can get you a white gold one, I don't think you're going to find it that easy to get. But if you can, I think that would be fine. If not, I'd say a Lange 1815 up down or the 5196. And I've given you a few other options there too. A Lange 1 and also the new manual wine Calatrava 6119. So do I solve it or do I add a more formal dress watch? Personally, I don't think it matters. If you can get the Rolex, that'd be a great addition, but I don't think that's realistic. And I think for you, you're not somebody who this is going to be your last watch purchase. You seem like somebody who will be buying a lot more. So I wouldn't be too concerned. So to answer that question, yes and no. Okay, if you can get the Rolex in white gold, Oyster Flex, sure, that'd be a great achievement watch. If not, it's nice to get a dress watch. Okay, do I reach for high horology or continue Rolex? Again, I don't think it really matters. If you can get that Rolex Daytona white gold, pull the trigger. If not, a Patek or a Lange would be amazing. Absolutely. Nothing wrong with Rolex. You've got a beautiful collection. Rolex is amazing stuff. Okay, it's not high horology, but you know what? You're not somebody, this is not going to be your last watch purchase. So if you can get the Rolex white gold Oyster Flex, go for it. But if not, it could be a great time to get it. Just go with the flow. Within high horology, do I play it safe with Patek or consider Lange? Personally, that's an interesting question. If you are buying it brand new, I would go Patek. Okay, Patek retains value more, and a Patek is amazing. But if you are buying it on the pre-owned, Lange has some amazing bang per buck. So that really depends. If you're buying it new, definitely I'd prefer to go Patek. If you're buying it used, the Lange would be certainly worth considering. Do I really want to add a blingy watch like the Royal Oak or Daytona, given all the muggings lately? I don't know where the hell you live there. If you can afford this shit, you must be in a good neighborhood. I would just be careful and conscious. I find myself wearing the back... Well, I don't know exactly where you're going, but okay. I think a dress watch... You know, I love wearing a dress watch with jeans and rough clothes. It's just amazing. So that's how I feel there. How practical is a dress watch in a work from home environment? You know what? A dress watch is very practical. Weddings, special occasions, a beautiful watch. How could you not love that, man? You can wear it with jeans. You can wear it with whatever you want, man. That doesn't matter. So that's, I don't think it's impractical. No. Dress watch, it's always beautiful. So there you go. If it was me, I had to pick one, what would I go for? If it was me, I'd go for either a Lange one or a Patek. To have a Patek is a big achievement. To get a Patek is an amazing achievement. I don't think I would personally pass up that opportunity. Okay guys, that's today's vid. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Don't forget to put some comments below. Remember guys, I can't survive on Google Ads. I desperately need these paid reviews to keep me on YouTube. Remember guys, $50 I do a paid review. I'll give you my honest opinion. I'll tell you how I feel. I'll be totally honest with you. And guys, you can also sponsor me on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. You can be a Patreon. Look down in the description for details. Okay guys, we'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, check out one of my best friends, Jamie Opulence, on YouTube. Just go to Jamie Opulence on YouTube. A fantastic channel from my good friend Jamie. Check it out, guys. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to introduce a new service to you. ValueYourWatch.com. Proud supporters of ArchieLuxury. No seller's fees, no buyer's fees. That's right, guys. This is a trading platform to buy or sell watches. You can start selling for free. That's right. We advertise our paying subscribers on Google, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. It's a global platform. That's right, guys. Get $50 off the annual subscription by applying the coupon Archie when you check in there. But guys, you can try this for free straight away. Guys, you can start listing watches. ValueYourWatch.com. Give it a try and tell me what you guys think of that.
All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me.
Like, subscribe, and tell your friends, and don't be afraid to get a paid review. $50 for a paid review. It helps me stay full-time on YouTube, and I will see you in the next one. $50 paid review. I can't survive on Google Ads. I need your support. And guys, you could also sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay as little as $1 a month to keep me on YouTube. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.